With the jump in travel, airports are likely to get busier as well. March was typically one of Sky Harbor's busiest months in the past before the pandemic. So how are things looking now that more people are willing to fly? Joining us now to talk about it, Heather Shelbrack with Sky Harbor's Aviation Department. Heather, thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Christina.
So what's the status? Are you guys seeing this uptick in more passengers willing to travel now?
We are seeing an uptick in passengers this month. March typically is our busiest travel month, but we're not back to pre-pandemic numbers yet, but we are seeing busy days.
So how do you prepare for something like this? All of a sudden, you're getting so much traffic in the airport, something we haven't seen in quite a while. How do you prepare in terms of staffing and getting people back on board?
Well, we're very well prepared. March is typically our busiest travel month, so our staff is ready for that. We've hosted major events, so we do have staffing ready to assist travelers as needed. They're throughout the curbs, in the terminals, at the information desk. We're ready to help.
So TSA, they were processing about 2 million travelers every day. That was back in March of 2019. This is overall. I know the numbers are down. What would you say it would take to get numbers back up to that level? How long will it take?
We're planning for late 2022 or even 2023 before we return to 2019 numbers.
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit, but things are starting to pick up, which is a great sign. The airline industry itself has struggled with, about $150 million in daily losses. I know you guys benefited from the CARES Act, and that was a big help, I'm sure. How are things going in terms of airport projects? I know some airlines recently added some new routes as well, so I'm sure that's a help too.
We've had a lot of new routes that have been added to Mexico. We've had Southwest launching new service to Cancun, American launching service to Loreto and La Paz, as well as many domestic routes. And our two major projects, the Phoenix SkyTrain extension to the rental car center, as well as a new 8-gate concourse at Terminal 4 for Southwest Airlines, they're still on track.
And when are they expected to be completed?
They will be completed in 2022.
Okay, good to know. So what are you advising people that maybe are heading out, are traveling right now and heading to the airport? Will they expect lines? And what else do they need to know to prepare?
Well, they should always give themselves extra time, especially if they haven't traveled in a while. Give yourself a minimum of 2 hours before your flight departs. Check your flight status with your airline before coming to the airport. Check TSA.gov to see what you can and can't bring in your carry-on bags. And we also recommend visiting skyharbor.com, and there's a link off our homepage to COVID information, and that'll give you all the information you need to know for traveling now with requirements as well as operational changes. And there's a great video on our website as well if you haven't traveled in a while and you want to see what the experience is like from parking to boarding.
Good to know. Heather Shelbrack with Sky Harbor Airport. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate your time.